One time, the Buddha went away somewhere, not his usual surrounding, and he saw one man doing business, and they were having a talk, and then the Buddha recognized that this person is so virtuous. He said, "Oh, how can you be so good like this?" He said, well, he heard that there is a Buddha teaching somewhere. He didn't know him. That you as humans should be benevolent, be good, be righteous, be fair, like that. So I live accordingly. I just hope one day I will see the Buddha. So the Buddha said, you are good enough already. You don't need the Buddha. And then he said, you don't need me. Of course, it's a different thing. Virtues are a good thing. Yes, and if we want to go home quicker, more assured, then we should practice the original heavenly melody and energy and light so that we can be transported by it quickly home. Because we could also go by bicycle to go from America and then hitchhike in a ship or something and go to Europe. Okay, fine. It takes a long time.
Yes.
Yeah. And lucky you have a ship even. But if you have an aeroplane, you can afford it. Just go, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Half a day you'll be in Europe.
Yeah.
Or more or less. Yeah, depends on where you are, of course. So this Guanyin method that we are practicing is the aeroplane for you.
Yes.
In fact, it's even an UFO because not many people have it. We heard about it, but we don't have it. But you have it.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Master.
all right.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
So if we are not here for sinners, what are we here for? As monks and nuns. Yeah, so I'm trying to help whomever I can in my capacity, if they let me.
Thank you,
Thank you, Master.
Yes, that's the way we should be. As a human to each other even.
Yes.
When I was married, my former husband asked me, in Buddhism, do you have to pay tax? I said, what? No, we don't. If you want to offer something, feel willingly. In German, they say freiwillig, means free will, feel willingly. Okay, if you want to offer it with your respect or love to any monks and nuns or the temple, you may do it. But there's no obligation, no tax.
Right.
He said because he's Christian, he has to pay a lot of tax to the church. I say, what for? You don't have to. He said, if you don't pay, then when you're dying, the priest will not come and pray for you.
Wow.
I said, my God, is that a business? I said, in Buddhism, we don't have to. So he told me, Buddhism is quite cool. He liked it. He liked it. So he doesn't mind. I have an altar in our home. Yeah, he doesn't mind me reciting sutra very loud and all that. I'm not sure if the neighbors mind or not, but he doesn't. And he always willing to take me to any temples to see my teachers, yeah, my monks and nuns, anytime. He always come along.
Wow.
Yeah, and very respectful to them. And also when I invited monks and nuns to our little home, he never said anything.
Yes, Master.
He just accepts that and is very respectful. Even though he is Christian and he never studied one word of Buddhism. And I never translated anything. Unless he asked something and I say this and that and that. Okay, I knew nothing anyway much. What can I say? I just say the Buddha said this, the Buddha said that. So now, where were we? Tell me.
We're here for the sinners.
We're here for the sinners, yes. Even ordinary people. There was one story like this. There was one person. She's selling fish. And there's one person who wants to buy the fish from her. And the person said, I will go away while you kill the fish and clean it up for me, make it ready. So when I come home, I will do it because I don't want to kill. It will be a sin. So the fish seller said, oh, I sell a lot of fish every day. I'm very sinful. So one more doesn't matter. Just give it to me. I will do it for you. Because the customer asked if she would do it for her. Yes. Otherwise, she cannot kill the fish. She bought a live fish, you know. Sometimes people sell live fish. Yes. So he said, oh, I'm very sinful already. Just one more won't hurt me. I will do it for you. And I will take whatever left over, sin, for you. from this fish.
Yes.
Maybe that fish seller, she doesn't understand what hell is. She did not think there is a consequence, so she just said like that. But who knows? Even if you can say like that, at least you think inside already.
Right.
The thought, maneuver, the speech.
Yes.
So at least that person has a good heart. Hmm? So even if I don't have the authority to bless any, I don't do any wedding stuff anyway. But if I can, I bless them from God Almighty, immense loving kindness, forgiveness, and always there for His children, no matter what.
Yes, you
Thank you,
Master.
Master.
Children will always do things wrong. Parents will always have to forgive.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And that's how we make peace in the world.
Yes, Master.
I don't want to offend anyone, but that's the way I think. My humble opinion I can express because we are in the free world and we can express our opinion.
Right.
Okay? Huh?
Yes, Master.
Do you feel satisfied with my answer or not yet?
Absolutely, Master, yes.
Wonderful. Then I'm happy that I can be of help.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Yes.
For your wonderful explanation.
Okay, my love. Any other questions? I think you have quite a few, right? You told me about 10 or something?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, tell me.
Master, why are there so many sex scandals involving the clergy and Christianity? Why don't they do more to stamp these terrible acts out from within the church?
Oh dear, you asked the wrong person, but I guess I could express my opinion for you.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Between us, we can say anything.
Yes.
And other people, whoever don't want to hear it, just plug their ears or don't watch. I guess is that, like in Buddhism, we don't often hear of that. Hardly any, right?
No, Master.
Buddhist monks and monastery and Buddhist nuns rarely hear anything.
Right.
No, Master.
The reason maybe because they are more strict, and the Buddhist monks and nuns they realize what they're doing.
Yes.
They fear karma.
Yes.
The reason maybe that in the Bible many of the karmic consequences have been cut.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't say there's a consequence a lot, but in Buddhism, for example, it explains very, very detailed and far, far, far to the horizon about consequences of what and what and what and what. The Buddha even tells you which kind of business is meritorious, which kind of business is bringing you to hell.
Yes.
Because the Buddha lived long. Our Lord Jesus, he lived only 33-something years, according to the history.
Yes, Master.
But he lived again. He went to Kashmir. I went to see his tomb and his assistants. Supposed to be, according to legend. I did pay respect in Kashmir.
Yes, Master.
But then the Lord was more in hiding
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yes.
because maybe he knew that the time was not favorable for such a high teaching, for such a pure love, like the one that he has for the humans and other beings on this planet.
Yeah.
People
Yes,
will not understand that kind of love.
Right.
The same nowadays also. Very difficult for the people to understand and to accept something which is new or seems to be new to them, even though the Lord has preached nothing new. Anything that's passing down from ancient time until now is not new, just that people think it's new. Because there is a difference between the live explanation of the holy book, yeah, and just reading the passages, the phrases in it or the words in it. That's the difference.
Yes,
Because the
Master.
master always understands more than ordinary people
Yes.
Yeah.
and the clergy class of the church or the temples.
Yes, Master.
And I think the diet has something to do with it also. Yes.
Yes.
The meat and the wine
Yes.
which the Christians can drink and eat freely. And that doesn't help them to temper the inner fleshly desire of humans that we are made with, that we are installed inside without our consent even. You're born, that's it, and you're a man. And then you will desire a woman, mostly, or you desire another man. And this hormone inside just makes you like that, makes you crazy also. So if you don't have a very profound teaching and a solid ground, a set of rules or regulations, emphasized again and again, and then you don't have a true goal in your mind, then it's difficult to control the chemical inside your body that make you thirst. It should be more emphasized.
Yes.
So first, you remember the story of Ananda. He was bewitched by the powerful incantation, the most powerful in the world, to seduce him by a most beautiful woman. He cannot control himself, but he can pray to Buddha to come and help him. He still knows that that is no, that is not the thing that he should do with a woman. Should not be with any woman. Because the Buddha emphasized that if you're a monk, you look only 1 meter ahead of you.
Yes.
So you can see if any insect that you don't step on them only. You don't look left, you don't look right, you don't look at anybody. And they take 250 precepts as a monk, as a high priest or high nun. Because bhikkhu and bhikkhuni, they are higher order of monks, not the novice.
Yes, Master.
And they vow to keep it, or they would defrock and go out and, be like ordinary people again. If they feel the urge to do that, then they honestly will defrock themselves or tell their master that I cannot stay.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Some of my so-called nuns and monks also, they do that. They say they cannot stay, they have to go out, and then they're married and have children and all that.
Yes, Master.
Even St. Paul doesn't accuse them. They say, if you can, then stay single like me. If not, then you can marry. Yes. Because all the saints understand the weakness of humans and the chemical makeup of their bodies.
Yes, Master.
There are truly no sinners in this world, according to what I'm thinking. Because they are only victims. There are victims and victims everywhere.
Yes, Master.
Victims of ignorance, victims of the makeup of their own physical body that is before they were born.